Dave Dean, the owner of Dean Renovations and Design. Today we're doing a site walk and going over the plans for our 30 by 60 shop. Alright, we are building a 30 by 60 shop. What? You're laughing at me.
Okay, just start over.
We're doing a shop here. On this half of the 30 by 60 structure is going to be a concrete pad. Walls are going to be 14 foot high. We're going to have two 12 by 12 roll up doors, a personal door with an entrance right here, and 5 windows on the back side. The other half of the structure is going to be open bay concept, so he'll be able to pull his tractors and stuff in here. Just going to remain a gravel structure on the bottom. Okay, a project like this typically takes about 4 to 6 weeks. Obviously that's weather dependent. You can run into delays with supplies and logistics, but on a typical basis, if things go according to plan, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. We don't really foresee any challenges on this project. It's pretty straightforward. It's something that we're well versed in. However, if we do have any challenges, we can have weather delays. That'll put a damper on things like concrete or framing. If we run into any logistical problems with our suppliers or our local vendors, that'll also put us behind, but it's a pretty straightforward project. For this project, from the bottom up, we got our concrete guys coming in to lay the foundation tomorrow. Then we'll have our framers and general laborers. We have a site manager, a project manager, your general contractor, and then we also have a design aspect that'll help us out with the color schemes and the aesthetics of the outside. So something of this size generally is about $90,000 to $100,000. That's obviously every project varies based on the choices the customer or the client makes and the finishes they choose. This is not your standard metal building that we just throw up. This is a fully customizable shop that's got 14-foot walls, metal roof, fully insulated walls on the shop side here. All the electrical outlets will be ran, wiring on the inside. We'll have a generator off to the side over there that'll give the client the option to either run power to the site or have a generator on the pad over there. Again, every project varies based on client specifications, but something of this size is between 90 and 100,000. Not going to be any interior rooms for the shop side of this. It's all going to be open concept. The benefit that we're doing with the ridge beam roof structure that we're doing is we're going to have lofted ceilings on the inside. So the walls are going to be 14 feet tall, and then it's going to have vaulted ceilings on the inside. He will have the option down the road if you want to add an office space or some walls on the inside. That would not be an issue. That would definitely be added later on. But for this build, we're just going to go with a 30 by 30 open room. The buildings that we build are all, like I said, fully customizable and high quality. We use high quality materials, fiber cement siding. The foundation that we have here has 1-inch footings with rebar reinforced, fiberglass reinforced throughout the whole concrete structure. So something of this size, the way that we build it, will last 75 plus years if it's well taken care of and maintained properly. Okay, stages of this project, obviously we're doing our site walk today. We're checking in on everything before we do our first pour for the concrete here. That's going to be the first major step of the project, getting the foundation poured. That has to cure up for about 7 to 10 days before we're going to go ahead and build on that. Then we'll move into our framing stage where we're going to frame the walls, put in all the headers for the doors, the shop roll-up door openings, get our post set on this side so we can run our LVL ridge beams. That'll support our roof structure. Once we have all the framing done, we'll go ahead and move to the sheathing and the roof structure itself. For this one, we're doing OSB 7/16 sheathing on the roof as an underlayment. We'll do our moisture barrier and then a metal roof on top. After we get through with that, we're kind of narrowing in on the final stages of the project. We'll get our rough ends on this side for the electrical and the lighting. Then we'll start working on our drywall, our finishing work. And then lastly, we'll get the outside of the shop painted. We'll do a final walkthrough with the client and close this one out. We're here in Harris County on a local 1,000-acre refuge where a client of ours had just had an office building built right over here. We are going to build him a shop for all his machinery and all the tractors and equipment that he has to maintain his property. That's going to be the primary function of this building here, is to house and maintain equipment and the tractors that he has. ice sheets are in that little white cooler right there. Ice sheets are for if somebody's a heat casualty. So we'll go over types of heat casualties first. So there's heat stress, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke in that order. This beam here is an LVL, and then you have an LVL right here. Obviously, we're gonna have our big 60-foot LVL double stacked going across the top here. All right, so far we did our safety brief, our morning overview brief. We had our blueprints out there on the table. Went over and discussed with the guys what the plan is for today. We did our site prep. We got material delivered on site. The bulk of it is up top on the hill there. Each morning we're gonna bring down what we need for the day, have it delivered off to the back side over here. Our focus today is gonna be all of our headers, our LVLs, and 2x4 framing walls.